policy, management and governance issues. Young people constitute the largest portion of the country's population, and their needs are said to be many and critical as well. Training officials that are in charge of those young people remains vital to the development of the country.
The National Youth Council achieved so many successes, and among them is the successful hosting and organizing of the first NECOF in Basse 2001. They also provide training avenues in various fields for individual youths and organizations. The NYC efforts cannot be overemphasized, as it can be witnessed and manifested with the presence of the youths in this forum.
As people responsible for young people in the country, much is expected from them in understanding the youth policy and strategized implementation for meaningful development of young people in the country. This move, however, came as part of the NECOF 2012 resolutions, which calls for skill enhancement of staff of the National Youth Council.
This training is important because it's going to serve as a springboard for proper coordination, proper reporting, proper communication of youth programs and activities both at the regional and at national level. People say we don't do anything. Well, we don't do anything. But just come into our house, look at what we do, and you'll know we do something. So how do we ensure we get back to the people so that people know what we are doing? Because we are doing it on their behalf. So we want to consolidate that.
Despite the fact that young people constitute the greatest chunk of our population, it is observed that some still remain reluctant in taking up certain responsibilities. The permanent secretary at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Nancy Nyang, called for more female participation in the National Youth Council as she questioned the character of some young people. P.S. Nyang also delved into the management challenges that young people continue to face.
If you say January 2013 and we are in May 2014, and that's the time we are talking of post-mortem, what type of signal is it releasing? And we are preparing for the next NECOF. You know, there is a little lapse there which shouldn't have occurred. Post-mortems are meant to be made immediately after. You gave yourself timelines. There is a 21-point action to be taken. Government has its own part. NYC has its own part. What have you done so far? You rate yourself. Which type of percentage would you say you succeeded in doing in terms of the activities? Yes, meetings are one of them. You are being lauded for the meetings that are being done. But where are the actions?
This two-day training, which gathered all regional staff and representatives of the National Youth Council, is being used to, among others, to share experiences, understand the youth policy, management and governance issues of the Council for proper implementation of youth programs and activities in the country. Rohibite, Grts.
The Gambia Growth and Competitiveness Project is moving to reducing difficulties associated with registration of businesses in the Gambia. The disclosure was made at a day sensitization program graced by the body. Babukal Kamara reports.
Meant to sensitize legal practitioners, the business community, licensing officers, and other stakeholders for we to know and be aware of the single window business registry.
A World Bank Gambia government-supported project gathered esteemed stakeholders and aspiring businessmen on a new device business registration scheme.
The government of the Gambia took the bold and commendable decision to reform its business registration system and all the processes and procedures relating to business startup. The objective of the reform was to establish a single-window business registry as a one-stop shop for treating all business startup processes, and thereby improve the business environment and consequently the Gambia's rank on the World Bank Doing Business Index.
The new project, according to a World Bank project official under the Gambia Growth and Competitiveness Project, came following a World Bank report tagging the Gambia with an unfriendly business status. Potential businessmen used to take 27 days to register their businesses compared to the new scheme, taking only a day with better access to online registration, valued at a fee of $13 US.
The World Bank did a study and found that the Gambia was one of the countries that are not very friendly to private sector. And as a result, the support is given to the Gambia to make sure that we improve in that area by reducing the time spent on registering from 27 days or more to, we want to bring it down to less than a day. Within 24 hours or a couple of hours, you can register your business.
An ECOWAS of people is the new political thinking of leaders in the sub-region. And we hope that this business venture will go a long way in further complementing the ECOWAS agreements between the sub-region member states.
Now that business registration costs only $500 with a day to process, the Justice Department is decentralizing the scheme and hoping to avert future occurrence of bad luck cases over business registration for better economic outlook. Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
The Gambia Radio and Television Services Staff Association Friday night staged the first of a series of weekend activities aimed at raising vital funds for the institution's social club. Leading Senegalese singer Titi is the star attraction for the gala dinner and Saturday night dance at Paradise Suites Hotel. Winifred Nicole Hadibat joined the partygoers at Friday night's event, and she now reports.
Populace for decades, the Gambia Radio and Television Services has been broadcasting programs from education, entertainment, religious and news and current affairs locally and internationally. The institution has since developed a vibrant staff association that embodies the spirit of togetherness and friendship among staff of the institution. The association's latest initiative is the staging of a two-day event with leading Senegalese musician Titi as the star attraction. The gala dinner was graced by various cabinet ministers from the Interior, Fisheries and Justice, who represented the chief patron, His Excellency, the President, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya J.J. Jammeh, who has been very supportive to the initiative since its inception. The event, GRTS Staff Association's president says, serves as a prelude to the president's 49th birthday anniversary, while adding that the event is expected to help raise funds for GRTS to improve service delivery in order to become #1 in the sub-region. With this massive turnout, the president of the Gambia Radio and Television Services Staff Association assured the gathering that their support will not go in vain.
Ministers of the Interior, Justice and Fisheries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, GRTS board, management and staff have a vision to make GRTS a center of excellence when it comes to broadcasting. It is our desire to make sure that our presence as a national broadcaster is felt throughout the Gambia. This is what my dynamic Director General Alhaji Lamin Manga calls Operation Decentralized GRTS. It is our firm belief that with fully equipped studios for both radio and television across the country, coupled with improved coverage, the institution will consolidate its gains.
The night was strictly entertainment, with various Gambian actors and the renowned Senegalese Ndaga musician Titi thrilling the audience long into the night. Reporting for GRTS News, I'm Winifred Nicole Hadibat.
The Forney Mission Teachers Association recently organized a forum that seeks to reflect and address issues confronting members. Khadijat Jallo was in the Sintet and she tells us more.
The church has a number of schools across the country and employs dozens of teachers to educate students attending those schools. Some are in hard-to-reach areas, whilst others are located in sparsely populated areas. This makes it all the more necessary for those teachers to close ranks to promote their welfare and assist each other. This reason and several others gave rise to the formation of the Forney Mission Teachers Association, which was formed in 1998. Pa Hari Bayi of St. Anthony's Basic Cycle School in Kanilai, one of the pioneers of the association, is happy that the body he helped found is still functioning and revealed they are toying with the idea of sponsoring a student. The village of Sintet